All right, today we're going to dive into a really fascinating case study in modern product design. It's called the Bounder, and it all starts with a very simple but really clever question.
Seriously, what if it could actively solve problems in your house? What if it could adapt to the, beautiful chaos of daily life and look good doing it? This is the core idea we're going to unpack today. Okay, so let's get into it. The story here really begins with a conflict that, let's be honest, most of us know all too well. It's that constant tug of war between the home we want and the home we actually live in. On one side, you have that dream, right? The showroom, perfect space, clean lines, everything is quiet and in its place. But on the other side, you got the reality of family life. Kids with endless energy, workout stuff tucked in a corner, just constant activity. And this clash, it creates some pretty specific frustrations. Your beautiful, expensive sofa suddenly becomes a jungle gym. That exercise equipment you had to have, yeah, it's now just gathering dust. And you're stuck wanting a space that's stylish and functional without having to sacrifice one for the other.
So, what's the solution? Well, this brings us to a really innovative piece of design. Let's meet the Bounder.
At its heart, the whole concept is just brilliantly simple. It's a high-end trampoline that's disguised as a beautiful ottoman. So it's a dedicated spot for kids to get all that energy out, it's a convenient place for you to get a quick workout in, and to everybody else, it's just a really stylish piece of furniture. And this design, it hits all those frustrations we were just talking about. Because it looks like intentional furniture, it just blends right into your living space. And because it's always out in the open, it actually gets used, which, is kind of the whole point. It just adapts all day long, from a workout spot to a footrest to extra seating.
So you might be wondering, how does one of these actually make its way into your home? Well, the process is surprisingly personal and really straightforward.
It's really just 4 simple steps. You start with the standard 40-inch frame. Then, here comes the fun part. You get to pick your fabric. After that, each piece is handmade to order right in their studio. And when it shows up at your door, the whole transformation takes like 2 minutes. And listen, when they say pick your fabric, they are not kidding. There are 40 different premium, ethically sourced options to choose from. This level of customization is absolutely key. It makes sure the piece doesn't just fit into your home, it actually elevates it. Now, because each one is handmade, there's a bit of a crafting period. The standard time is about 4 to 6 weeks, which really just drives home the point that this isn't some mass-produced item. It's a custom piece of furniture built just for you.
Of course, the design sounds great in theory, but the real test is how it performs in actual homes with actual families. So let's take a look at what people are really saying.
I love this first one from Sarah in Atlanta. It really gets to the heart of the matter. It completely flips the script on that classic parenting rule. Instead of yelling, "Stop jumping on the furniture," you're actually inviting them to do it. It channels all that kid energy into a safe, appropriate place, which protects your other furniture and, let's be honest, your peace of mind.
Here's another great point from Lauren in Austin. We all know how tough it can be to keep kids active when you're all stuck inside. The Bounder becomes this reliable, go-to solution no matter what the weather's doing.
And this gets right back to that core design principle. Unlike a regular rebounder that you'd probably hide in a closet, its design means it stays right there in the living space. That makes it accessible and it ensures it actually gets used.
David from Chicago tackles the value question head-on. He admitted he was skeptical, but the sheer amount of use it gets from everyone in the family totally convinced him that it was worth it.
So you see, the whole purchase gets reframed. It stops being just another piece of furniture, and it becomes an investment in the health and, frankly, the harmony of your whole household. And finally, this quote from Michael and Rachel in Portland just confirms that the design is a total success. It blends in. It elevates the space instead of looking like some weird compromise between a gym and a living room.
So when you put all of this together, the Bounder starts to represent something more than just a clever product. It really points toward a whole new way of thinking about the things we choose to put in our homes.
It's about creating spaces that acknowledge and even embrace the 2 sides of modern life. It proves that you don't have to choose between a refined home and a rowdy one. They can actually live together beautifully.
And that kind of leaves us with a bigger question. As our homes are being asked to be our offices, our gyms, and our playgrounds all at the same time, is this kind of smart, integrated design the real future of how we're all going to live? It's a pretty compelling thought.